but it's important that everybody who lives in this city and does business in this city feels a part of this city. And that's why I'm here, and I will continue to be here to make this a great event.
What kind of place do you think Washington, D.C. is for the African community?
I think it's a very welcoming place. Again, I'm proud of the fact that 10% of the African immigrant community in this nation is right here in the District of Columbia, and we hope it grows. We're second only to New York. I don't like to be second to anybody. I want to be first. So let's grow, let's grow, let's grow.
And what does it mean for you, I mean, to do these kind of events supporting African people? Like, what does that mean to you?
It's fantastic. It's great to get to know more people, to be able to learn more, and to let people know how welcome they are in our city.
Okay, and you know, I must ask you, what kind of dances were you doing up on stage earlier?
Oh, those are DC dances.
Mayor, with all due respect, I think the ladies still have you. I'm sorry. Mayor Gray showing us he's got swagger. He's got moves.
But remember our roots, okay? Remember our roots.
Remember our roots. Why is it important to remember your roots?
Because then we know who we are. And I'm very proud to know who I am. I'm very proud to be an African American. Very proud to be able to be in this city and be able to connect with my brothers and sisters.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, this is African Bits. Right now we are in D.C. at Africa Fest. We're going to talk to one of the organizers of this great event, and I'll have her introduce herself and tell you a little bit more about it.
Thank you. My name is Ngozi Mezi. I'm the Executive Director of the D.C. Mayor's Office on African Affairs. September is significant as African Heritage Month. We're actually joining a number of jurisdictions around the nation and actually commemorating September as African Heritage Month. It's special because it was the inception of the Organization of African Unity, also known as the African Union. They actually signed documents to create its existence on September 9th. Many years ago. So September is an important month in commemoration of African Heritage Month.
Now there's a lot of different areas that you're tackling. I'm wondering if you feel like there's any one particular issue that's most important to African people. Just anything in particular that you think should be of major concern for Africans at this time?
I would definitely say our We Count survey really kind of speaks to what the larger issue is around policy. There isn't disaggregated data for the African immigrant communities that reside here in the district, and that data is not available on a national level. So what happens is when you're actually looking to affect policy or glean information about the African immigrant community, it can be very difficult because their demographics are actually lumped into the black race. So that's why we launched this We Count initiative through this office, so that we're able to collect demographic information on our residents and our businesses here in the District of Columbia and really use that information to be able to better serve them.
So we have no ideas then of how many African immigrants are actually in the district proper or even in the nation?
We do have an idea. So the argument is that the idea, or what we do have, is actually gleaned from the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey. So it's a sample size. So the American Community Survey is disseminated at about 200,000 surveys per month all over the nation. So they're able to glean some information about country of origin through these surveys, but it's argued that this is an extreme undercount because it's just a sample size. So the current number on the books for the number of African immigrants in the District of Columbia is at 16,000 roughly. I once had a friend that said, wow, in all of district or on U Street? And because of in Little Ethiopia, that's right on U Street. So I think either that or in the larger DC metropolitan area, that number swells to 150,000. And what's happening is research is showing that the African immigrant community is actually increasing at the swiftest pace in comparison to all the other African groups, or immigrant groups rather, at about 30%. So those are things that are research is really unveiling. The African immigrant community is the newest community. Almost half of the community has arrived in the United States of America after 2000. Youngest, in that they're more likely to be within working age. Fastest growing, increasing at the swiftest pace here in the District of Columbia, roughly 30%.
Tell us a little bit about where you come from and what it means for you to be able to do so much for this community that you're also a part of.
Certainly. So I'm Nigerian American. I was actually born right here in the District of Columbia, Upper Ward 4, Manor Park. I lived on the continent and completed most of high school on the continent in Nigeria. And really, my parents migrated here to the District of Columbia in the late 60s, early 70s, and I really just witnessed firsthand how difficult it was for them to transition, not really having access to information or knowing where to go for support. So it really, as many people that I know, even within the administration, particularly even the mayor, you know, as a Washingtonian, native Washingtonian, been here for ages, different generations here, where we work from comes from a different place. So I think that that's particularly what really makes it important for me and the people that I work with to really make sure that our community is served in the best and most proper of ways.
We appreciate your time. Thank you, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk at another point in time.
So much.
Okay, you're welcome.
See you guys later.
Okay, bye-bye.